Hey, yo, how is everybody doing? Welcome to the Jersey Ballerz podcast. This is season 2, episode 2. We are very excited to be here on this Sunday. Before we introduce our special guests, I want to salute to my stepbrother. Well, not this guy. I barely know him, but my stepbrother Chris and my stepbrother Raj. How you guys doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, I'm good. A lot of energy. We have not been here for a while.
Yep. Hey, we're going to release all that energy tonight. So we have a special guest. This is my boy, Brian. Brian, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good. So I want you to tell me everything because we play ball and everything, you know. We played in a couple of leagues, but now you're doing your thing in a different league and everything. Tell me how everything started, how you met everybody over there. Because of what? Metuchen Sportsplex or Metuchen
Sportsplex, yep.
Yeah. So tell me about your league and your team.
So this is my second time doing it. Last season we lost in the semifinals. A couple guys couldn't come back. So what I did was I ran it back with maybe one other person. And then as far as my team, we're able to I work at LA Fitness, so I got a couple guys at LA Fitness where we were able to obviously put the team together. And so when we put the team together, everyone thought that we played together, but we don't. And right now we're 4-0. So,
nice.
we're 3-0. Looking to go 4-0 tomorrow. And
Good luck with that.
yeah, we just appreciate it. We're just, balling, hooping, and, we're going to see how this league goes and try to go into other leagues too.
That's it. Hey, that's the most important thing. Not get injured, have fun, and win, which is the most important thing, I think, for us, because I'm a sore loser. I hate losing. I hate losing, and I always argue with Chris because he says I'm done over after the next. We lose next game. I forgot about it. I was like, how can you do that? It takes me a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks to get all that out of my system. I can't do that. I'm like a sore loser.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't like losing.
There you go, Chris.
Nobody likes losing. Trust me. Like if you look a guy like whatever the sport is, and then you say, "Hey, do you like losing?" Raise your hand. I'm sure you're not gonna see one hand up. But the thing is, it's a process. You lose, you learn from it. Because a lot of time you lose, it's a good thing for you to learn. Because sometimes guys are too cocky about exactly how they play, things like that. Until you lose, you're not gonna see the flaws in your team. So that's why it is, man. That's why I quit. Okay, that's it.
You quit?
Let's move on. No, not quit. I quit to forget about it's an L.
Okay.
Forget about it. Let's move on.
How about you, Raj?
Me? Yeah, I mean, I definitely become a sore loser.
As you get older, right? Or as you get bolder?
Ball. I was already a sore loser about the hair a while back, but now it's just about the games, right? So, but I gotta tell you, I get angry, but then my thing is, like Chris said, I'm thinking about the next one. I'm always thinking about the next one.
So let me tell you a little something about that, Chris and Brian. He plays with the over 50.
Okay.
So if he's pissed off on Monday, it's just Tuesday. He's back on the court on Wednesday.
Okay.
So that's his thing, Monday and Wednesday. So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun winning, but it sucks losing.
100%.
Yes, definitely. Again, who like losing? Trust me, nobody will say, yeah, I like losing. Unless you bet on the game, you bet against your team, and then you want to make money off of it.
Which we're gonna talk about. That's happening already.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's happening. What, in baseball?
Yeah.
Even though it's not the player, but they still don't know.
Yeah.
They
Is that the
Shohei Ohtani?
yeah, that guy. I think I was reading a highlight on ESPN about that.
So they trying to figure that out.
That was his translator or
the translator.
Interpreter or something like that.
So, but it did happen in the NBA with the Toronto Raptors. Which was it, Raj?
Jonte Porter?
Yeah.
Jonte, that's his name. So it's definitely interesting what he did, but definitely something we could talk about. Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that? How do you bet on your own self? Like, I mean, it takes five. If it takes five to win, but how do you do it? Like, I mean, even if you're playing bad, maybe your other teammates might be playing good.
So he bet against himself, like to lose.
I think he bet on his stats.
Yeah, I think
So-
if you
Oh
do
yeah, they
certain
got
things,
the stats.
Yeah.
You're
right.
right.
It's a certain type of bets, right? Where if you say, for instance, you're going to get injured at before halftime, it's that type of bet. I forgot there's a term for it, but
Like the odds are definitely high too
yeah,
for certain things. So
yeah. And so if you do it and then he kind of fakes his injury, then he's pretty much winning that bet, right? So
And do they all do that? All
like-
the ones that all the services. I'm assuming the services, right? That do it for the betting.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, that's just it's prop bets. That's what it is. Prop bets. So prop bets are that you try to say something weird's gonna happen. It's not the regular, hey, points this much points, this is what I'm gonna do. It's more like, hey, I'll get an injury, Brian's gonna get he's gonna make a dunk, like weird stuff. Like they'll have a whole bunch of things and bet on it.
And whatever you bet on it,
Yeah.
you'll make.
And if it happens, if it's true, then you make the money. That's how he made it happen.
So I wonder if that applies to like every player, like 1 through 15 on the bench.
no,
Or it just applies to some, right?
yeah, I think like the main stars and then like the 6th man, 7th man, 8th man. I feel like I know what they're doing when it comes to it, like the odds.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes all around though, just because like free agency too. For example, say there's a free agent that, they have 5 different teams that they may want to sign to. And it's, say for like the NFL, so you have like the Titans and the Jets. And, for Chris to sign with the Titans, it's plus 1,000. But for him to sign with the Jets, it's plus 10,000. Now, if you know family or friends, you're like, hey, I'm signing here. They throw like $10 on there. They're probably going to win about $1,000. So
Yeah.
I feel like everyone does it. And it's just hard to catch because if it's not coming back to you, then they can't prove it.
I think you're right. I think it's kind of hard to control because you could just send a friend or a family member. How would they know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of dicey. What do you think, Chris? What would you bet yourself on? Huh?
Listen,
Huh?
I don't do any bet or anything like this. Those things, I know I have an account with DraftKings, something like that, but I never really use it, to be honest with you. I don't.
Come on.
But
No,
what-
for real.
but- hey, but
I
what
have it.
Tell
and
us the
for
truth.
years.
But
No,
what
for
if
years.
what
I
if
have it for
Heyday had it? What if Heyday, hey, you score this amount of points or
he's
whatever,
betting.
this amount
Oh,
you get this amount of rebounds or assists,
He's about-
you make money. You wouldn't bet.
He's
You want
Everybody
bet?
will bet.
Oh, sure, no problem. Go ahead. Let's go bet. But this is where it's messed up. Remember, like we were talking about professional, right? On the other side, we kind of like I would say amateur for the most part. So it's you cannot predict. I mean, if you're betting on injury, things like that for us, yeah. But rebound, things like it might not happen. And I'm gonna tell why it might not happen. Because sometimes you come to the game with mindset. You already prepare yourself like for because you play in the league, we play in the league. You prepare yourself mentally and physically, and you work on your game. And then you say, like, okay, come Thursday, come Wednesday, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna approach the game. And then things change. The defense is different comparing to how you prepare for, and then things might not happen as you predicted it to be. You know?
Talking about stats, Brian, are you a stat guy? Because I know that we've had a couple of players and they're big on stats. Are you big on stats?
Like personal stats, not really. And I feel like I learned that with this team, especially where, I mean, I'm not really focused on, scoring or anything like that. I'm just focused on playing my role. So I feel like, is it nice to score? Yeah, but at the end of the day, if someone else is doing it and if we're winning, then it's fine. I feel like everyone focuses on stats, though, as far as,
To a certain point.
to an extent.
Yeah,
like,
to a certain extent.
yeah,
I
like
think.
if you're shooting bad, you're going to want to know. If you're shooting good, you're going to want to know. So I just feel like it's good because you want to fix your mistakes. But as far as me focusing on it, I don't care if I score 30, if I score 7. I mean, I think this season I'm probably averaging about like 6, and we're winning, so I'm perfectly fine with it.
What's it called? A field goal percentage. Do you think that's very deceiving when it comes to the stats?
I think so, because I feel like, for example, just myself, I know in this league, I think game 3, no, game 2, I shot, probably like 5 wide open threes. I missed all 5. And so it's like, they're good shots, but at the end of the day, I missed them. So, at the end of the day, I feel like it is deceiving just because you can't really tell what happened. Now, if they're forced, then, yeah, your field goal percentage is obviously going to go down too.
Also, if you're a driver, if you handle the ball a lot and you drive a lot, it's harder for you to create and all that with the field goal percentage, as opposed to somebody that's in the corner just waiting for the ball and just shooting. I think their field goal percentage is going to be a lot higher than somebody that's driving all the time, creating for himself. Right? What do you think, Chris?
Okay, me personally, I mean, I'm going to contradict you guys a little bit about the stats is very important, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll put it in the sense like when we put a team, when you put a team, not individual, the reason is because, let's say, if I'm playing against a team and they're getting all the offensive rebound, right? So that's something you have to point out to your team, like, hey, listen, this is what's going on right now, so we cannot allow that to happen, And let's say on the other team, they have a guy who, like, he's going like 10 for 10 behind the 3-point line. That's a killer, Now we have to say, like, hey, as a team, we have to fix that. On the other hand, in terms of like, okay, you as a player, to me, I think it's important in a sense, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that. I'm not saying like for somebody to be selfish, like, oh yeah, I want to score all the points, but at the same time, that kind of like a guy who's like, let's say he's a scorer, right? If he makes, let's say 4 for 4, that kind of help us in a sense, because now the defense is going to focus on him. And at that time, if he's not a selfish player, he can create for other player. Pretty much.
What do you think, Raj?
Field goal percentage, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just in general, stats I think are probably overrated because of the fact that it's the team ball. Just like Brian said, the team ball matters the most. Because if you're looking for victory and the end goal is the championship, that's the only thing that should matter. But if you're thinking about you want the MVP award for the whole season, then you're going to like that, right? So you're going to be that guy. But generally, my thought is always team ball. That's the only way you're going to get. So field goal percentage doesn't really matter to me.
How about your team, Brian? Are they some of them ISO players? Are they all team players? They pass the ball first, or there's one here or there that wants to go one-on-one the majority of the time?
No, I think it's whoever's open. We have a point guard. He's actually like 45 years old. And when you look at him, most people think he's slow, he can't play, and he's actually super fundamental. So as far as him just leading us, I feel like we don't have that one person that can. I mean, we do have that one person that can just score if we needed them to or take over a game. We had that happen in our last game where this kid came out, scored our first 11 points, set the tone, set the energy. And like Chris was saying, for my team. And like Chris was saying, they started to attack him where they start, double teaming him. And then he's not selfish. So now the ball started moving.
So he recognized it.
Yep. And we're all getting open looks. So it's good because we all just move the ball. So we all just play our role at the end of the day. So, I mean, I like this team. I feel like this is, as far as the teams that I put together, it's one of the most complete teams. So we just got to see how these next couple games go and just keep getting better, honestly. So
how do you compare the league between Heyday and Metuchen, since you played on both? And wouldn't even include Monroe, because remember, Monroe has like 3 divisions.
Yeah.
So let's not include that. Let's just include the ones that have only one division. Everybody's together.
Well, Metuchen has 2.
Oh, it has 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have Premier and they have Rec. But what's been going on, and the guy that runs it, he goes to my my job, so we're talking. A lot of teams don't want to go Premier because they think that Premier is just, all-star level, and it's not. He wanted our team to go up to Premier. We haven't played together, so this was our first time playing together, so we decided to just stay down. But we played against a Premier team to warm up, and we beat them by like 20, so it doesn't really, matter there. We feel like most teams want to play Rec because they're scared to play Premier, but Premier's not Premier.
So there's more teams that are even than teams that are really, really bad.
Yeah.
Or really, really good.
Yeah, I think everything's even. I mean, there's one team that's really, really bad, but other than that, like, everyone else is pretty even. I feel like every team has, like, that one superstar. If they need to take over, they can, but as far as team ball, it all just depends on like what the team is.
So, are you considering Premier next season?
Yeah, we are. We talked about Premier, different leagues too. So we're trying to see how this goes first, and then we'll just go based off of that, see who can return, schedules. But as far as Premier, I don't think there's really a big difference between them.
Is there like a bigger fee for Premier?
No, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yep.
All right. So it's just
Yeah, it's just like I said, the guy when I was talking to him, he just feels like there's 13 teams in rec.
Teams. That's
that's
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a
That
lot.
is a
What day do you guys play?
And still seven games.
7 games, 8 seeds.
So a lot of the teams don't see each other.
A lot of teams don't see each other, and that was our problem last season. We didn't see a team. We played them in the semis, and we lost to them by 3. We were able to watch them a couple games, but it's
It's not the same.
not the same
Yeah,
playing
it's not the
against
same.
them. So
You don't have the same feel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What day do you guys play? What day?
Monday nights.
Monday night, which is not bad. You know. Do you guys get trophy, or do you guys get like medals, things like that?
You
What
get a
is it?
trophy, you get a medal, you get like a picture taken. They put it on the wall. You get a couple things there.
Hey, needs to take note.
I heard a gift card to a strip club. Is that true?
No, not yet. At least.
Not yet. They don't have it yet.
No, they
That's on
need
the
to give
Premier
them
League.
cash.
Because you'll
That's on the Premier
Yeah,
side.
that's a Premier League.
you know who'll definitely want to sign up really quick.
We know.
The baby of the house.
We know. If you, I think he's listening, or he's somewhere listening,
I'm
like
sure.
nursing his knee or something like that right now.
Yeah, yeah. But between the Metuchen
Yep.
and Heyday, what differentiates?
I feel like, well, one is, from a touch and everything is just due up front. So obviously the ref fees, everything included, depending on how many guys you get.
You don't have to deal with that
Yeah, so it's
every game.
Nope,
Yeah.
you don't have to. And if you get a team of 10, it's 85 per person. I think it's $850, so it's 85 per person if you get 10.
Okay.
Just depending on how many guys you get.
2 20-minute halves.
2 20-minute halves, 2 refs on each court, 2 timeouts per half. You can press at any time. You can play. You can do anything you want.
So-
It's like a typical basketball game.
Do you have extra ref fees or everything is included?
No, everything's included. So it's a 850.
So
It's 850.
Yeah, so it's
So-
not bad.
And the good thing about that is, it's say you get like 8 guys and someone gets hurt, or you can always add 2 extra players. They just have to sign up, but you can't do it, I think, after week 3 or week 4. So
Oh wow. Okay.
As it should be, because
Yep.
I know Heyday, you could still add somebody the last game.
yeah, and that's one thing that he took that he's trying to get better at, is as far as guys coming in for playoffs who last season we didn't get cheated, but we had a guy that played Premier. He jumped on their team because they only had 6 guys, so he was their 7th guy, but he had probably about 25 points, and
Oh.
he had literally just got done winning the
Made the
Premier
difference.
Championship, and then he came over to Rack, and we're just like, okay, this guy's like killing us, and
Yeah.
we don't have an answer for him because we never played against them. But then also,
So they fixed that rule. Then.
yeah, they fixed that. So we're
That's pretty good.
I don't think that should be allowed in the first place, because like the only way, because like for us, let's say it's the playoff, right? And then somebody's injured, and then that I will agree, like you can bring somebody in, but not somebody from the Premier League like to come in. You can take somebody from the outside. That's what I will allow.
Well, I would agree that 3 games, and after 3 games, you can't. If you get injured, maybe somebody the same talent, I will say.
You cannot measure talent.
You cannot, but you can't bring a player that's superseding.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
everybody else.
You cannot take. Yeah, you cannot take anybody from. That's why I said bring somebody from the outside that they don't know.
and
I mean, you
think
don't
it-
know whatever the talent is, but you don't know him.
And I think it depends on how many guys you have. If you have
10 guys, I think is a lot though.
Yeah, it is. I think if you have less than 8, no, if you have less than 7, you're able to do it. But if you have 7 and more, then you can't, just because
Because you
2
have
subs,
enough.
3 subs.
Yeah,
so
you have enough.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
And we like 8 guys. We feel like 8 guys was the number.
that's my number.
That's what Coach K taught us back when they dismissed Rashid Suleiman when they won the 2015 national championship.
Don't tell him that; he'll get pissed off.
No, I'm not gonna get
He,
this.
he he's a what?
North Carolina.
UNC.
Oh God,
You-
North
I'm
Carolina.
a big Duke fan.
You're a big Duke fan. Oh yes, let's go North Carolina. No, North
I'm
Carolina State.
getting all the alerts of the games and everything right now. Who just won? Somebody just won because I
Okay.
saw the alerts.
South Carolina.
South Carolina,
Yeah.
the women undefeated, 38-0. I was hoping like North Carolina State will win both, like the men and women, because I think that was pretty much. I think that was cool, like for both men and women to get to the Final Four, you know. But unfortunately, they bounce out on the Final Four. The South Carolina women, they tough. I don't that the center Cardozo.
Yeah.
That girl,
Yeah.
somebody, I cannot say it on the air, but somebody texted something about her. She's big and strong.
Yeah.
You know, like I think she's 6'7".
Which one is the one that they said that looks she plays just like Melo, Carmelo Anthony?
Maybe that
She has the
Juju,
same shot.
maybe Juju Watkins.
Juju.
Yeah,
Juju Watkins
Yeah,
from
is that true?
From
USC.
USC.
Is that true?
No, I mean I've not watched her, but they said that she's really good. I watched a little bit of her when they play UConn, but UConn they were ready because they play pretty much a box and one with her. They put somebody on her, and then that's it.
They shut her down.
her down. You know, I mean, she did her thing, but I saw she got the skills.
Yeah.
She got
And
the skills for
to
sure.
piggyback off what you said, that would have been nice because I think Louisville did that a couple years ago, where the men and women won,
Oh, that's
and
good.
that was cool. I think that was the year that Kevin Weir had the knee injury, where his knee went through,
Yeah.
his bone went through
Yeah,
his
that was-
skin.
Oh, when
That was,
a
that
good
was a-
goal.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
He
cool.
jumped.
I
He
saw
contested. He
I
contested the
saw
shot
that.
and he came
Yeah.
down. Oh my God.
I
It was
remember
like-
that. That was
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
And I
bad.
think they play. Yeah, they play against Duke that time. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
they did.
so.
Duke is going down.
So let me ask you a question. Since we're talking about the women's championship, who were you guys rooting for? Like, who was rooting for who? Like, oh,
I was
were
go-
you?
I was going like Final Four. I wanted, like again, I said North Carolina State to win it all.
Yeah.
For men and women.
So you got
And
one.
as-
You
as
got
a-
one right.
No, because it's South Carolina.
Oh.
South Carolina, they are the one.
No, but in the
Yeah.
in the Final Four though. In
Final
the Final
Four?
Four. You got them right though.
No. Once you get Final Four, it's like 8 teams. That's 4 teams.
Four
Left.
teams.
Yeah.
Four
four
teams
and,
left.
4 and 4.
Yeah.
He was just saying that.
So I
in the
wanted him to
Final
go to
Four,
the
you already
final
had
to win
North
the whole
Carolina
thing.
State.
Oh,
It
okay.
was already,
yeah.
They were already in there. He was
Yeah.
asking. He was wanting them to win.
To win the championship,
Yeah.
but they did not. So, what's the question you said? Who I was going for?
Who were you going for? South Carolina versus Iowa.
Iowa.
I was going for Iowa.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted to see
because I wanted
Caitlin
her
Clark.
to
Yeah.
to cement
Yeah,
like to
I-
has because she's declaring for the pro, Caitlin Clark. So I wanted her to win a national championship so she can be right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta say though, the way she plays is phenomenal. I was
Yeah.
like impressed.
Yes.
The quick passes, the
Yeah,
the
she's
court vision.
Yeah,
oh
she's
my
a great
God.
passer. Remind me of Kevin Love sometimes when
Yeah.
when she inbound the ball and then like
Yeah,
quick ahead.
What's her
You know?
height?
6'3".
Yeah,
6'3"?
could be,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's 6'3".
She's not that.
6'2",
She's not that tall, right?
Yeah, she's not tall, but she can shoot.
Yeah, she can shoot.
She can shoot.
She can shoot and
Yeah.
drive.
She
Yeah.
get she
She
get
does
run
all
for her
right.
Yeah,
money
yeah.
with Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, Stephen, there's nobody like, but you can if you're gonna say like women,
Her and
college
Sabrina.
women. So yeah, Sabrina,
Yeah.
Sabrina as well, because she kind of shocked the world, but everybody knew that Stephen Curry was about to win that.
Yeah. So you think she's gonna be a number 1 pick?
No, I don't think she. Yeah,
Yeah.
she could be because I know Cardozo is going as number 4 pick. I don't know who else is in there.
Paige Buckers from
Paige.
UConn.
Or Paige is in there.
Yeah.
Juju Watkins. I
Yeah.
know the UConn coach said like, "Hey, you should go pro right away." And I know that girl from LSU, Angel Reese. She's declaring for the pro as
So-
well.
Out of all of those, who's your favorite player? Let's just put Caitlin Clark. If it is Caitlin Clark, let's put her aside. Who's your other favorite player?
Celeste Taylor.
Wow, Brian's like on point right now.
I will
What?
go.
That's the one you picked too?
No, I was just surprised. I was like, okay.
I'll go Cardozo
Yeah.
because
This
she's big.
Yeah,
She's big. She can.
I
like,
agree
yeah.
with you, Brian. That's actually that's a solid pick.
Yeah, she played at Duke and then she transferred to Ohio State and then Duke bounced him out, but she was Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, so she's like scrappy.
Yeah.
How about men's?
Men's.
Who are you following?
Oh, listen. I don't want UConn to repeat. I don't want to repeat. So, as much as I would not want Purdue to win, but I'm gonna have to root for Purdue.
Yeah. How about you, Brian?
I kind of want UConn too.
Ah.
I'm a big Duke fan, so I wanted Duke, but obviously they got bounced out. And I was rooting for NC State just because obviously North Carolina, but I don't know. I there's just something about Purdue that I don't like, and I'd rather just see UConn win it.
Damn. How about you, Brosh?
Yeah, I was actually wanting NC State to win. So now since Purdue beat them, I don't want them to win.
So UConn as well.
UConn as well. Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
Ha-
I got Purdue.
How about players
Zach
for the
Ed
NBA?
player. Zach Ed player NBA.
for the going to the draft?
Oh,
who you going? Who's the
I
top
mean, I
one?
don't know who officially declare. I mean, I'm sure there are some guys who's definitely going.
They're
you
going
know?
to, yeah. They're
But
going
I
to.
don't know who officially declared to go to the NBA.
Bronny James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that. But there was no. I mean, honestly, you had a
I have to
bad
say this.
season. You had a bad season. The coach left. He's gonna coach elsewhere. So
He
I
might go
don't
top 10 because of the influence.
Yeah, LeBron.
top 10. If he goes top 10, I'm gonna put my name in the draft.
There's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy. He might go first round.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
You know
With
what
that
it is,
season he
though?
had at the USC, yeah. I mean, we know it's
Yeah.
because of his father.
It is because
You know?
they want to play
But-
together.
but
He wants to
listen,
make sure that
listen. Go because I was watching when they had USC playing. I don't remember who they were playing. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that game. The dude did not even start.
Nope.
He did not even start. I understand.
The
at
heart-
first
remember
they
the
were saying-
surgery is-
listen, that was at first before the season started. Okay, I know when the season started, I think maybe 4 games and like they did not start, which I did not have any problem with. However, in the middle of season, you need to show who you are.
Yeah.
Well, did he start the season? I mean, not like.
I don't
did-
think he started any game.
I don't think he started.
No, he didn't. He
He
didn't.
didn't start
Well,
any
was he
game.
cleared to start the season though, or did he come mid-season?
I mean, they needed to reevaluate
Yeah.
him to make sure like he was,
was
good,
good.
for the season. But the season started
I think
before
he's
that.
So let's play the game. I'm gonna go each and every one of you. Where does he go? And if his father follows him, what team do you think they will play together?
What team is thinking right now? The Raptors. So he's going
Okay,
there.
where do you think?
Miami. I think he goes back home.
Okay, where do you think?
You know what? Probably be weird as hell, but I would think maybe Cleveland.
And I think Cleveland as well. That he will go
'Cause
back.
It's
back
just
to
one of
Cleveland.
those like, hey, I'm home kind of thing.
And let's win the second one
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they have good players.
They do.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Oh, yeah,
thi-
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Donovan is gonna stay.
Mitchell's gone.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna stay. But you know,
Why?
bringing
Why not? He does not like
he
it.
does
there?
not like it there. He wants to be in New York. So
Okay.
I don't
New
even know.
York.
I don't
But
even.
that's
know.
not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Or,
How can
or
you have-
Miami,
Yeah.
New York or
So
Miami.
they're gonna trade for Jalen.
No. They want to have both of them, but they won't fit.
They cannot fit.
Yeah,
in
they
the
won't
same
fit. They
team.
too.
Yeah,
small.
they're too dominant.
Ball dominant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot do that.
But
That's gonna
but
mess up the whole chemistry.
maybe he goes to the Nets. Maybe out of desperation. Remember, his father works for the Mets organization.
But who exactly the Nets? What package the Nets gonna offer to the Cavs?
Is he not a free agent?
They got draft picks now. Remember, because of the
Yeah, I think he might
Durant,
be.
Kevin Durant, and James Harden,
And
Kyrie. Yeah, and Ben Simmons is final year.
Hold on a second. Since you mentioned that, I don't know if anybody saw that Shaq comment or quote. I would like to ask Ben Simmons how does he do it? I would like somebody to tell me how to make $80 million without playing.
Working.
Yeah.
It's just, he hasn't worked
crazy,
in
man.
his life.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The injuries is tough, bro. But I don't know. I think his thing is not even injury. It's just mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
So if it's mental, basketball is not for you.
But you're making a paycheck.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people do it for the money. Before the love of the sport, they do it for the money. That's when they get in trouble.
Listen, man, I don't know.
No,
But-
because I think he's right, though, right? Because everybody sitting here loves basketball. That's just a given. There's certain people that just are there for a job, and there's quite a lot, to be honest. Even on the bench,
Yeah,
they're
they
just
don't love
sitting-
they don't
Yeah,
love
I don't
basketball.
know.
they're just
yes.
sitting around because, hey, you know what? I'm getting paid $3 million a year.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
Otherwise, what are they gonna get? Like, even if they try their
regular
hardest,
job?
yeah, regular job that maybe
No, Ben
pays,
Simmons
you
deserves
know.
to get a regular job for a season so he can learn. Maybe that will help him.
Yeah.
You know, he just needs to return all that money back. That's what he needs to do.
I think he's gonna go back to Australia. He's gonna open a zoo. He's gonna have a lot of kangaroos.
He's
flying
gonna be the
over.
main attraction. Is
And
that what you're
he's-
saying?
Yeah.
He's
With
gonna,
a hoop.
he's gonna
That's
put a
what they
hat,
want.
and he's just gonna be chilling. That's what I think he's gonna
Wow.
$80 million.
And
man.
the
That was
funny
bad.
thing, there are teams in the NBA who that would like to have him.
I think.
do. Yo, 6'10". He's 6'10". He can dribble.
Yup.
The only thing he can't shoot, but I think
Yeah,
that's
there are
mental
teams-
as well.
there are
Yeah.
I still
teams-
think that's
there
mental.
are teams that will. I mean, they will not give all their assets for him, but they would like.
Oh,
to
Yeah,
have
for like a
him
1 year,
somewhere.
2 year.
Yeah.
yeah. But
They're
you
not
see
gonna
you
give him
seen the
anything.
videos of him shooting 3-pointers
Yep.
in practice, in warm ups and stuff like that.
Why
And then
can't you do
summer
it in the
league as
game?
well.
Yeah,
Summer
yeah,
league, he looks amazing.
yeah.
Why can't
And
you
the
do that
ball
in
is
the real
going out of
game?
his hands, perfect, good release and everything, and just doesn't translate to a game. I don't
There's
know.
one team, and I feel like they can change him, and I think it's Miami, just because of the
Oh,
culture
yeah,
they have.
the culture over there.
Like the
yeah.
culture there
Pat Riley?
is-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
He's
culture. Yeah,
Solid.
I mean, they would not change him completely, but I think that will have an effect on him some way, somehow, so he can work like to play at least half of the season.
Yep.
That's what I believe.
Popovich, you think he
Yeah, I
would
think
change?
No,
it?
Pop, he does not have time for that
Maybe 10, 15 years ago, Pop, but
because Pop is he's going out.
because
Yeah.
even now it's not even Pat Riley anymore. It's Eric Spoelstra. So
Yeah.
I feel like the entire thing down there is just
So who actually thinks that he has become a solid coach? Like I don't
I
know. Back in
agree.
the day, I was like, all right, you know what? You had LeBron, you had Dwayne Wade, you had Chris Bosh. You guys were like, yeah, it's great. Now, like
He
over the
just
years,
proved it last year.
He just
Yeah.
proved it.
I think
Well,
I have
well,
to stay
he-
out of this though. 'cause I'm a
He's
Heat
considered
fan.
the best coach in the
He
in
was-
the whole NBA.
Yeah.
He was the
Spoelstra.
yeah, he was the coach of the year last year or not?
No.
No,
No,
Wasn't it?
No.
Who was the coach
Was
of
it-
the year?
I think Malone.
Yeah,
Why?
so-
Because he
Well-
won the championship.
Well, there's two though, right? Or is there just one?
I don't remember who it was, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, no, it
Was,
wasn't.
was
him.
it the Bucks? No, not the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. They just like
No, they.
I don't remember.
Talking
Or-
about
That's a
the
different
Bucks.
story.
What should they do with Doc Rivers?
Fire him. They shouldn't have
Oh,
hired
come
him
on.
in the first place.
What should
I
they do with the team?
After 3
So
games, he
agree.
should be out.
I so agree.
So we got what? 6 games remaining. Who's your MVP?
MVP.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know. Come back to
Okay.
me.
Who's your MVP?
I got it.
I don't know.
Even if you want to pick them,
I got
remember
it.
if by injuries
Ant-Man.
they're done by
Ant-Man.
default.
I'll take Ant-Man at this
Anthony
point right now.
Edwards?
Okay.
Yes.
Who do you think?
I think it has to either be Jokic or Luka.
Okay. How about you?
you know what? Really thinking about it, I actually like Jalen Brunson. I want something.
Because he's a Knicks fan. You're like me, but
I don't see him as an
we gotta be
MVP.
realistic, bro. We gotta be
I
realistic.
don't see him as an MVP.
You see how Jokic is playing. You see how Luka is playing. I don't even like Luka's game because he's too ISO, bro. He's extreme ISO.
Just it's like those names are always around. Why
Yep.
do you? What do you?
But
need?
they're always the best players.
I feel like it was
Because-
Embiid before he got hurt though. Embiid
Yeah.
was
Embiid-
tearing up
Embiid,
the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, it was Embiid. We could throw in Antetokounmpo as well.
Yeah.
He's been injured.
Mm.
He's been injured.
When
have to.
when your team is losing like that, I know he has been injured, but there are some of the games he played and they lost. You know, so
I don't know.
No.
I think they're just discombobulated right now, man. They're old already. Think about it. They're
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. it was
What's his name? The big guy, huh?
Sacramento.
Lopez?
Mike Brown got it last year. Coach
Oh,
of the
the
year.
Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a solid team.
Well,
That's a good team.
They've been solid
The
this year.
Kings?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They've been solid this year.
when they faced the Warriors that year, I think that was a couple of years ago.
Last year, yep, you're right.
Yes, that was the time. Now I don't think they are the same team.
Because I think there's a shift now. There's a shift now. Oklahoma's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Warriors are
Timberwolves.
taking it back. Timberwolves
Timberwolves
are
are,
coming.
like, yeah.
The other teams are there. There's a lot of teams falling now that
Yep.
they're on top. Like Lakers are falling.
Oh, they on
Let me
their
see.
way out.
Who are the top ones right now? Timberwolves, Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Denver.
They're there.
And what? Who else?
There's another one. There's another. Who am I missing?
Let's see.
Sacramento's there, I think.
Sacramento. Yeah, we could put it there.
They're still-
Maybe top 5. I think Sacramento.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would say that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Who's 4? I know I'm missing one.
I don't know.
From the East, now we all know it's
Oh,
going to
the
be
East.
Boston.
Yeah, the Celtics.
There's really not much. I mean,
Celtics, Cavs.
Cavs are
They're in
decent.
there.
but
Yeah.
remember, Donovan has been injured for a while.
Yeah, but they still in there. They up there.
Orlando
Orlando's Orlando's turned
surprisingly,
around,
They're coming
yeah.
up.
What's their seed? What's their seed?
they're
four.
They're 4.
Wow.
Paolo
Going to
Banchero.
3.
Wow.
Pretty
Yeah.
soon going to 3.
That
We're
was
dropping.
That was the
You're-
worst team last year, I believe.
Well,
No,
no.
Detroit was the last team.
They're
last year.
still the worst team this year.
Brian just likes Paulo because he's from Duke, right?
I like his game though.
Well, he's got a good shot now.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
You
he's
could tell that
improved.
he's improved.
He's improved. So
Yeah.
he does improve. So
Yeah.
there, over the years from college, you see him improve. Then
More than the
Yeah.
one from Detroit.
Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, more than him. More
Yeah.
than him.
And OKC is still scary because they still have so many draft picks. Like that
Yeah.
team's just gonna stay young
They can pick a superstar if they
Yep.
want. They can pick a big ass superstar if
and
they
just
want.
they can trade for them.
Yeah,
literally.
they can trade.
and they don't
can-
have to give up
They got so
anyone.
many players
I would not-
or draft
so,
picks.
Are they gonna get Durant back?
No.
No, they
Uh,
won't. I wouldn't
I
even.
would,
I wouldn't
not
want-
even trade for a superstar.
I
You
wouldn't
know
even
why?
want-
I'm gonna tell you why I would not trade for a superstar. So let's look at the age of the guys you consider as superstar in the league now. Let's say you said LeBron, Paul George, Kawhi, Stephen Curry.
35 plus, right?
Yeah.
35
so
plus?
those are the guys. I would not even trade for any because those guys at any time they can get injured.
Yeah.
Mostly
Davis.
Kawhi Leonard.
Davis.
I would not even. No, I'm not gonna even go toward that guy.
LeBron's the safest one. He's the
yeah,
most
pretty
durable.
much. Yeah, he's the most durable.
So if I had to bring somebody to OKC, it would probably be Booker. Probably the only one.
no,
that
I
can
would
do-
not even.
I
I
would
would not
even
even
Booker.
think about
No?
those guys. I would rather go in the draft
I
and
don't know
then
if
pick a
Booker
guy from the
fits
draft.
in that style.
No,
of
no,
play.
but we're talking about age.
Oh, okay.
I would
Yeah.
not even.
Nah.
That's why I said if I'm OKC like management, I would not even think about like you can pick a veteran player, like not a superstar. You know, a veteran that can kind of what do they call that again? When you have Raj, what's the word? Like you have a veteran who's kind of
Oh, he looks
helping-
after everybody.
yeah,
he
who's
settles
helping.
everybody.
Who's helping like
Mentor.
yeah, exactly. You know, you have somebody who can
yeah,
mentor
a
those
mentor.
guys. You know, so you can have that, but
LeBron?
LeBron. No. Come on, man. I'm talking.
LeBron was going to want to play 30 plus minutes.
No.
He needs his son there. So
Yeah.
if his son's not going there, he's not going.
I mean, they have the draft picks, maybe. But
Yeah.
if I'm OKC, if I'm looking in any direction for a trade, it's probably going to be for like Jaylen Brown to get him out of Boston away from Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And I like Jason Tatum, but I feel like the two of them they can never get it together.
So I
I don't think that's possible because of that money he just got paid.
Yeah, but
Um,
I think it's possible if they have playoffs is bad, it goes bad.
Yep.
They're gonna do something because how many years have they played together already?
Yeah,
And
4.
probably this is like the best team they've had.
I think they have improved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna keep this group for at least a good 3 to 4 years.
I don't think so.
That's what I
Chris,
believe.
Kristaps, he always injured. He's
Yeah, but
he's bound to get injured at any moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the thing is, I think the way they playing now, I mean, it's you taking a chance on Chris, but at the same time, Jaylen Brown, I think he has very improved, and that's the reason I think I was watching the Celtics and the Warriors. Draymond Green will allow him to shoot the ball, and he was making that shot almost every time. So I think he has improved. I think they're gonna keep this core for at least a good, because their guard can rebound.
Oh,
They
Drew
can
Holiday.
shoot. So and they have Drew Holiday as the defense as the main guy.
White.
Yeah, Derek White.
Derek
He's
White
solid.
and
I
that
kinda
other
like him.
other
He's
kid who
solid.
can shoot threes as well. So
Yeah, I think White is probably for us
Yeah,
is
six
probably
man.
the heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the heart.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
what White because he does a lot of stuff. All the little
all
stuff
the
he does.
all the dirty stuff.
Yeah.
that-
Josh
Yeah.
Hart is this season. It's unbelievable. Like it's a Villanova over there.
It's
Basically.
Yeah.
38 plus. Hey, they just need to bring the one across the bridge.
Macau. Oh,
They just need to
from-
bring
yeah.
no, I mean now you guys need to go get what's his name, Nixon or whatever he's playing for Nova. He play as a center, but he's more of a
Power
for
forward.
power forward to me. I think his name is Nixon, something like that. But he's really good.
What do you do with Julius Randle? Do you trade him now? He's injured.
Yeah,
prone.
you can
was-
trade for
I
like
wanted-
trade and
I
get
wanted
that guy
him
to
out
come in because he
years
can
ago.
bring the ball up.
I think he's gonna be the first piece to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be the first piece to even. They might not resign him or they might trade him.
Yeah,
One
it's
or
just-
the other.
I wouldn't sign him at all. Just get rid of him.
A couple of months ago, we would have said Chet for
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year. Who do you say this year? This time?
Rookie of the year.
Yeah. You think Wemby is gonna take it?
Yeah.
Like in the
I
last
think honestly they were looking to give it to him. So
Yeah,
What do you
Wemby. I
expect?
think
Right,
Wemby
Wemby?
takes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
what you think?
I don't want him to, but I think he
They're
does.
looking-
But I'd
yeah.
rather give it to Chet. to be
Yeah,
honest.
and
I
after
don't-
that, who's like the distant third?
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
okay, for the Heat.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
Heat? Yeah.
he plays
Uh,
solid ball.
Yeah.
I like it. But
I
then
like watching
again-
him at UCLA.
But remember,
Yeah,
he's the one that
that's what I was
messed
about
up
to say.
Julius Randle's.
That's what I was
Arm.
about to say.
You know
at
what?
UCLA, I mean, I didn't see him like I watched a lot of UCLA basketball like before he got into the draft and all of that. But I think like he needs to be able to make threes.
Yeah,
He needs to
his
make
style,
be
his
able.
style
Yeah.
of plays on in the post. Though.
Yeah,
Like
but
that-
he needs to be
that's
able to
his
make some
thing.
threes because you know how the game is evolving now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, you need that. You need those type of guy like the Lopez. You see,
Yep.
like I think is it Brook Lopez, the one in
Brook
Milwaukee?
Lopez.
Yeah,
Milwaukee? Milwaukee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's shooting threes. I'm not saying like Chris right now for the Celtics. He's shooting threes. So whenever Jason Tatum get double team, he kick it out, and then that's it.
You know what it is though for him? I feel like, and that's what Miami did with like Bam Adebayo. Like now he's starting to shoot threes, but I feel like Jaime Jaquez, he can shoot it, but him and Jimmy Butler have the same play style. Where like back to the basket, they can shoot the mid range, they have great footwork, and
Yeah.
so it's like when one goes out, at least you kind of have the mini me in, and then he plays defense. So, I mean, I feel like that's his pro. I mean, he's in the pros now, but I feel like that's the best comparison for him.
Okay.
Jimmy has the best hair though.
Yeah, Jimmy
Hands
is.
down. Hands down. You saw the last one, the hair that he did.
The emo one.
The emo.
Yeah. How do you guys feel
I
about
was like-
this? Halliburton. You know how he's just like so bright, and then now it's just, where is he? Who is he? You know what I mean? Like he's struggling so
to be
much.
honest, yeah.
His numbers went down completely.
Is it just this year? Last year he was still solid. Right? So is it-
Maybe he's still injured, bro. Remember that split that he did when he slid down the court?
Uh-uh.
His legs opened completely, and then his hamstring. Messed
I
up.
didn't see that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he
Sounds
came
good.
back, and then again he got re-injured.
Yeah,
He took a couple of games, but I don't think he ever.
fully recovered.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to say he's probably injured. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing that I can think of, as I know he was tearing the league up.
Yeah, he was.
Assists and points,
Yeah, it
but
was-
it's been kind of quiet with him.
I mean,
so who's your favorite players then? Out of NBA right now, this moment? Who is not are? Who is your favorite player? Brian, Chris.
I can go because I've been watching that kid for OKC. He's really good.
Shea.
Yeah,
SGA.
yeah, he's really good, man. He's really like the behind the back. He can
He
attack the
see,
basket.
he doesn't even sweat.
I
Nothing,
mean,
no sweat at all.
If Ja Morant was still playing, I will pick him. The reason is because he's very athletic and he can attack the basket and create for his teammate. Because Ja, I don't know if you guys remember, nobody really knew about Ja until the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how he came up
Yeah,
as
'cause
the
he was-
second.
He was in a
number
no-name
two-
school,
number
no-name
two.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Murray
Yeah.
State. He went to.
Murray State. That was
yeah,
it.
exactly. You know, and that.
My favorite player. I mean, I'm a big LeBron fan, so I feel like until he retires, he has to be my favorite player. So.
You don't even
Yeah, I
ask
mean,
him
you
about
always-
Jordan or LeBron because I know
No,
what
you're
he's gonna
always
say.
gonna say like. I mean, LeBron is my favorite player as well. But I'm talking for me. I'm just taking like guys who are kind of coming up. You know.
Okay.
So
How about you, Raj?
Why am I missing the?
I know you're
the
gonna say
names?
Jake, right?
You know, Jake was number one, but I
In
got
your, in your life,
Iverson.
he was number one in his
Iverson.
life.
Yes, let me bring back Iverson. Who's on Sacramento? Why am I losing his name?
Fox?
Fox.
I like him, man. I just like his style of play.
Yeah,
It's just
he's tough.
he's just.
I would say Ant for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's another.
He's the up and coming.
Oh, he has been
I think-
posterizing people
Oh
lately.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw when he hit his head in the was it the rim or the backboard? I think
I
it
don't
was the
know.
rim. Yeah, it was the rim.
And then he dislocated his finger too on
Yeah,
one dunk.
he blocked.
Oh,
he
damn,
blocked the
really?
shot.
Yeah.
Hit his head on the rim. Blocked the shot, and that was the game. That was actually the winning
the
play.
winning
play.
play.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was actually the winning play. That block.
Wow.
Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
something.
So yeah, I mean Ant would be one. I mean SGA. I like SGA.
SGA is nice.
Love his
SGA is
game. Yeah.
He's very tough. He's
Yeah,
very tough.
and if I had to choose between him and Ja, I think I'll still pick SGA.
And this is the thing I kind of understand. Like, if you're looking at like the Nets, the kid they got from the Suns, I think we mentioned
Bridges.
Yeah, you just mentioned his name. I think some of those moves sometimes it's a blessing in the sky for some of those guys, because when they playing with certain superstar, you cannot really see them because like they are. Okay, I'm playing with this guy. He's gonna be the guy who has the ball the most and all of this. So look, he got traded to Brooklyn. So look how exactly what's going on with him. Same thing for SGA. What's the name? What's the name? The guy for OKC, the point guard.
Shea?
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
was with the Clippers, right? So he got traded over there. Look
Yeah.
at the product. Come on, man.
I'm sure they're regretting it.
Yeah.
It was
Same
it
thing
was
with
for
Jalen.
Paul.
Paul?
Chris Paul?
Oh, that was
No.
part
No,
of
no.
Paul George?
Paul George. Yeah.
Okay, that's part of that trade?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, look, there's certain players who will flourish in certain environments.
Mm-hmm.
It just won't work in certain styles of play. And it's
Yeah.
just,
Look
You
at
never-
look at Jalen. Perfect example.
Yeah. It's like,
Depend on who you're playing with as well.
Yeah.
Because like the system, I would not really say the system, but mostly
The player
the players you have
who
around
can, who
you.
can play with Luca if he has the ball like 90% of the time.
James Harden.
Yeah.
I don't
they
think
play
they
the
ever-
same way.
I don't think they're well,
They play the same way. James Harden will never touch that ball.
but Luca hasn't made the change. At least James Harden just made the change. He's more of a
James
passer
Harden,
now.
Or
James
Westbrook.
James Harden had Westbrook. James Harden, he has to. The reason is because of the type of player you're playing with. And Westbrook, no matter what, he will have to, because like he cannot shoot.
Yeah.
You have the speed, you're athletic, but you cannot shoot. So you're gonna have to pass that ball to somebody who can shoot. You know?
What's your take as far as, because I've heard this throughout the week, if Derrick Rose never got hurt, that he'll be considered, better than Kobe, LeBron, and it'll go like Jordan, Rose, and then, I mean, I realistically wasn't really into basketball at the time, so I didn't really watch. I mean, obviously I watched him against LeBron in Miami, but I didn't really see him until after his ACL.
So I have to say, his first season was freaking phenomenal.
Okay.
Like, I think it was possibly one of the best guards they had at that time. Like, he just was running through people. But then, of course, you have these injuries, and you're like, maybe is he going to be? I don't think he was going to be like, top 5, maybe top 10.
Okay.
Definitely up there. He would have been, but it all depends on his work ethic, and
Yeah.
there's a few other characteristics, right? But his first season, he was like lights out.
Is that the year he won MVP or no?
I think he won, Rookie of the
Okay.
Year. He won Rookie of the Year, I believe. He shared it with somebody.
He won 2 MVPs. Is that right?
No, I think he
Or
won
one.
one because he was
One.
the youngest ever to win it. I know
I
that.
think it might have been that year, because it's
Okay.
just this. But he won Rookie of the Year. He shared it with somebody, I believe. He was just nasty. The first 2 years, I think. It was.
I just think that injuries play a big part of players' success, because I can always give you examples as Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill. He was supposed to be
Oh,
The
yeah,
next.
the next one of
MJ,
like yeah. His
Tracy McGrady would have been.
Tracy
Yeah,
McGrady.
Tracy McGrady, yep.
He
There's
had
a lot.
injuries
There's a
too.
lot that I can't think of right
Brandon
now.
Roy was a good guard.
Brandon
Right.
Oh
Roy,
yeah,
that was
yeah. He was a killer.
And the center for from the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh,
remember?
Greg Oden.
Oden.
Because they had those paired together, I think. What's his
And
name?
he was like Embiid.
Yeah, him
He
and,
was like Embiid, same height,
Yep.
built, and everything. So I saw him last time going to college. Remember?
Yeah, I seen that.
with a
Backpack on.
yeah, going to college.
And I think the old lady was like, "Are you a basketball player?" It was the
not,
funniest thing
Not
ever.
anymore. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they had Brandon Roy that year.
Yeah,
and I
Brandon
feel like
Roy.
those two. I feel like that would have been a comparison to like Shaq and Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could have
And
been.
then the
Well,
next
could've
tier
been.
would be what, like Stoudemire, McDice, and it's
Yeah,
all
McDice,
it all
yeah,
has
the-
to do with the knees.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
I think.
So let me ask this. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say something about the something like we were talking about injury for Derrick Rose, right? I'm sure and certain if Derrick Rose could stay healthy, I think he will be in the conversation. Like, I don't think the Bulls will trade him because I'm sure and certain some way somehow he will deliver a championship in Chicago, and I think we will talk about him as one of the great player who played for the Bulls at one point. But I think because I watched his last high school game, and when he went to Memphis playing for Coach Calipari, so I think if he did not get injured with all the injuries that he went through, to be honest with you, I think he will be one of the greatest to me, because he was very athletic and he was not a pure shooter, but however he got the speed and all of that.
Yeah. What do you think, Raj?
Yeah. So I think the thing with I'm sorry, I'm trying to go off track a little bit. In terms of sorry, what was the question again?
Was it
Was-
about the Derrick
trying- I was
Rose?
trying-
Yeah, I know.
Derrick Rose.
Brain
I was-
fart.
Hey,
Yeah,
brain fart, I'm going.
Derrick
I was
Rose
trying to watch
injury. If he did not get injured,
No, you
what
know
do
what?
we think?
That whole thing. I mean, injuries are going to be a part of the game. You said it. Like, that's the biggest thing. You're not going to be able to change it. We could have done a lot of what ifs. To be honest, even comparing like Jordan to LeBron, it's like what ifs. Different styles of play back then versus now. Different everything. Look, he could have been really good. He could have been, probably one of the best players. There's so many players that could have done that. It's just a lot. Too many what ifs that nobody can say it, but enjoy the game when they played it. And if they played really well, I really liked his first 2 seasons.
I was actually watching the Bulls versus Magic. I think Friday, and Jordan scored like the first 6 points. He was like he was like 6 for 6, and then he went like 8 for 10, and he wasn't missing anything. Like nobody could stop him posting up, just taking jump shots, 15-foot jump shots and free throw shots, everything, the whole works.
Let me ask you a question to this. So now you know how the style of play has changed, like you said before, Chris, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 points. What do you think should happen? Do you think the court should be extended and maybe the 3-point line should be out further to kind of compensate for some of this, so that kind of brings that shooting from half court and that style of play down?
Because it feels like a free throw for them, right?
Yeah.
They're strong. Just look
They're
at
strong and long.
Damon.
Yeah.
He shoots from the half court like nothing. Like we shoot the free throws.
Yeah, it would take my all my strength. I was like, oh, I can't.
Yeah,
I can
Lillard.
barely.
Yeah. Who's the other one? There's another one. That does the same.
Stephen Curry.
Curry, yeah.
Stephen Curry.
Curry,
does the same thing.
but his release is totally different.
I think even Caitlin Clark threw a few, didn't she?
Yeah,
I'm
she
like,
hit a logo
Yeah.
shot today, and I was like, whoa.
I'm like, what the
She-
hell,
she-
man?
And I mean, theirs is a little bit shorter than the man,
Man, I
So-
still can't probably make it from there.
let me take it let me make a comment about this, or let me ask a question. So let's say they extend the 3-point line. So are you gonna extend the court? Because if you extend the 3-point shot, so the court is gonna become like
Reduced.
That's
yeah.
what I
So
was
you
saying.
have to extend the court as
No,
well.
that's what I was saying. So I was saying that extend the
It's
court,
like the court and
and
extend
then
the point.
extend the 3-point.
So
line.
from 90 feet to what? 100 feet?
120, baby.
Out of four,
Talk about injuries. Now you're gonna have every
Yeah.
player injured.
Damn. Why don't they just?
It'll be gas.
Why don't we suggest that? Let's do a 4-point shot.
I don't think that would be fun.
A 4-point shot.
They're gonna hit every one of these guys.
Yeah, I don't
Just start
think it
hitting.
will be fun.
Think
You
about
gotta
it.
make a 4-point shot.
if you're down by 4, now you don't gotta get it and 1.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
think that would be fun.
There is
I mean,
that too.
if they want to try it, they can try it if they want to.
You know what? The reason I was thinking like extend the court is it has to be made harder, because if the physical characteristics, like you said, people are going to the gym, they can. I mean, Caitlin Clark is throwing stuff from halfway mark, whatever. All these guys are just doing it so quick. You got to make it harder for them. That's what I was.
They're getting bigger and they're getting stronger, faster.
Faster, and it's like, I mean, look, the game has changed from back in the day when Jordan used to play. There was a lot more physicality. The NBA has switched over from a center to like more people just being run and gun. Right?
Refs suck this year, bro. They missing calls and missing this. I don't know if they're shifting, transitioning to something new, but they're
on all the
missing
leagues,
calls.
even in the women.
They're doing the same thing.
I'm watching some of the referees, mostly. I think the game during what's the name, Iowa versus UConn. A lot of calls did not go for Iowa. To be honest with you,
So foul related.
Yeah.
I know they had that controversial call in the UConn and Iowa game
that one
at the end.
Raj, did you see that play?
Which one?
The play against UConn. I think it was a few seconds left, and then would you call that as a referee?
I'm not.
Yeah, you should not. I don't think
Oh,
they could.
yeah.
Even though I wanted like Iowa to win the game, but it's the seconds in the game. You don't call that.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying was it a foul or not.
That was a foul. But you
Okay.
don't call that in that. You don't call it in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
So they called the foul.
They
No.
called it foul.
Okay.
They call it. They call it
Oh
offensive foul.
they did call offensive foul.
Offensive
Yeah.
foul on the
I
girl.
think what they should do is have a replay, like under 10 seconds, they can review it.
Or like a
But- because
challenge.
Because
Even
well,
if
they have that challenge already.
But
Yeah.
They have the challenge.
But listen, it was a foul. But like you said, I would not call it
Yeah.
at that time. But it was a foul. It was a foul.
I mean,
Because if you review it, you're still gonna call it foul.
yeah, but there's times that they don't review it at all. I'll
Nope.
give you the example is Jalen Brunson going up to block some dude and they called the foul when he never even touched him and they did not review it. And it was a foul. Do you remember that one? Who was that? Was that
against
OKC? OKC guy.
Because I think Brunson. So what happened was Brunson drove down, made the layup. I thought Brunson got fouled there. I thought it should have been a 3-point play.
Yeah,
And then that's
he's
when-
gotten fouled a whole bunch of times. They don't call it.
And then that's when SGA went and hit the game winner. But instead of it being a game winner, it would have been a game tying.
Oh yeah, but that was recent. I'm talking about
Oh.
a month ago. Do you remember that one? That he went up to contest the 3-point shooter. I think
I
it was
remember
probably
that.
Portland. I think it was Portland. It
I
was
remember
somewhere in
they
the
were
West.
talking- that was in the media and all of that.
Yeah, it
things
was
like
in the
that,
media. He
so-
just went straight up, and they called the foul.
So you think if they would review that, they would not
yeah, because it was like 3 seconds.
give the
left.
foul? They would not give the foul
They will not give the foul
because
They
there
should-
was no foul.
there was no foul. So I feel that they should have like at least 5 seconds, 6 seconds that they're able to review it, and those crucial
Moment in the
situations,
game.
yeah, matter a lot.
I think
No, of
yeah,
course they
because those kind of dictate the outcome of the game. Like, and I agree with you. Again, that's why I agree with you. I would not call that because that kind of dictate. The
you
end
don't
of
you
the
don't want to
game
go down
right
like
there.
you don't want to lose that
Yeah,
way.
you don't want to call that like
What if that winning that game is going to take you to the 8th seed? You're going to make the playoffs, but if
Yeah.
you lose it, you're not going to make. And they call that.
They're gonna think the ref is gambling. They're gonna think he had a FanDuel bet.
I'm sure they do, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Oh,
but,
1000%.
but I mean, going back to that, how can you control that? You can't.
You can't.
yeah, you cannot control.
I
it.
mean,
Just-
unless they catch you, and if they catch you, they got to put like a stiff. They got to freaking set an example for you. It's suspend you for the rest of your life,
So
ban you.
What do you think is the reason why these refs are so bad? Like, is it just because they got the wrong refs, or think they got to rent a ref? I mean, what's going on?
I just feel that there's transitioning to the playoffs now. The calls are going to be different because remember the game slowed down. So the fouls they're going to let it go a little more. Now, I mean, according to what they say, how the games are, but so they're doing that. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could also be the refs that are not as good,
Yeah.
inexperienced. Remember, there's a lot of new refs now.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. To be honest, roughing in general is just
It's,
just a chance.
it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
that
tough.
easy.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
You can't see everything. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's tough.
You cannot see everything.
And-
However, there are some obvious things that the referee
No, of course.
they
yeah.
see, they just let it go.
That's
you know?
but that's why they should have they should have replays at least
No,
in
I
the
mean,
last seconds.
Okay, so but there are some in the middle of the game, like some obvious call. You know, the referee they are missing. I mean, and those honestly, I don't think it's good to go to review them, and the reason is because you're kind of slowing down
That's
the game.
what I was gonna ask.
Yep.
Like, if where do you balance it between
Yeah,
slowing the
that's
game
kind
down
of yeah.
and the avid fans like us watching the game? We're like, dude, I don't want to
yeah.
freaking see this thing.
Yeah,
Stop again.
exactly. You know.
I mean, just look at that Warriors and Lakers game where it was so bad. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it was like
When was that?
maybe a month ago. There was something wrong with the shot clock, and the shot clock wouldn't reset. So it was like 6 straight plays where they inbounded the ball, the time wouldn't start, the time wouldn't start, the time wouldn't start. It was like really bad. And the Lakers were like, they were on fire. They had just came back and they ended up losing a game.
so
by
that
like
threw
4.
them off.
I think so.
Yeah, that,
And they
that can
lost,
do that.
right? Oh
They
yeah,
lost
they
that game.
lost.
That
Yep.
can do that to you.
I remember.
know?
I
Yeah.
remember.
They had
It's-
to. They had the announcer like literally announce how much time was left on the shot clock. That's
Oh,
how bad
God.
it was. Yeah, it was a
Oh.
malfunction.
All right, guys. So let's play the game. Who's gonna win it? Who you think is gonna win it from the East?
From the East,
Yeah,
oh, Celtics.
Celtics. How about you, Brian?
Miami.
How about you, Raj?
I don't want to say the Celtics, but man, they play too damn good right now. It's just unfortunate. I'd rather have the Heat, to be honest, compare it. But I would love the Knicks, but Knicks just don't have.
All right, so
enough
I'll go back
pieces.
to you. If there was a sleeper team that's gonna knock the Celtics, who you think would be? From the East only.
Cavs.
Cavs. Okay, you, Brian.
A sleeper team.
Not obvious thing.
I feel like the most. It's gonna come down to the most disciplined.
I would think Heat.
I think Miami.
Okay.
I would think
you,
Heat
you
too.
too. All right.
I think
And
Heat.
it sucks because I'm a Heat fan, but just watching them knock out.
You guys are biased.
No, like the last 3 seasons. If you look at their playoff runs, they went through the East. The last 3 seasons where
Yeah.
they knocked out Boston, then they knocked out Milwaukee, and it's
They
like
have the
Jimmy Butler
experience.
just turns it around.
Experience matters.
Chris is saying like, why am I sitting next to Brian?
No. I don't have any problem with it. I cannot wait for you to ask these guys. Did he pick?
I already said
He
mine.
did.
Did you say New York Knicks?
No, he didn't
Oh,
say
okay.
anything.
And then Terry
wish.
Rozier's playing good too. So I like what's going on.
All right, so let's go to the West. Who you think is gonna win it in the West?
Nuggets.
Okay, you, Brian.
I'm taking OKC to upset everyone.
Okay, how about you?
Yeah, would love to see, but it's most probably Nuggets.
Okay.
Los Angeles Clippers. I would like to see Kawhi win one, but I don't think that's gonna.
All right, sleeper from the West. If it was to knock,
From the West, I would say OKC.
okay. See, how about you?
Sleeper, I would say Lakers.
Lakers. Okay, I thought you would say Clippers, but I think Clippers have a better chance than the Lakers.
Definitely.
Davis always gets hurt
Yeah, if Anthony
at the
Davis,
wrong time.
Yeah,
You know who does as well? Chris Paul.
yes, he
He
does.
always gets hurt
Yeah.
at the most meaningful game, the 7th game, hamstring.
think-
Starts slipping.
I think the NBA should have a special league for those guys.
Special.
For those injuries. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're not the NBA. What's his name has it? This guy,
Ice
the
Cube?
Big Three.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, the Big
Yeah,
Three.
That's where Ben Simmons needs to go.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need to have
He'll
a
thrive.
He'll
league for
thrive.
those
Yeah.
guys.
He'll thrive there. He'll find his mojo. How about you then? What's the sleeper?
Suns probably
Suns.
Ah,
because they haven't been playing well. They had the injuries, all that stuff, but I think for some reason
They
if-
haven't been
click-
playing well at all, bro.
Yeah, it's
So-
just if they click well enough, they just have to get into the playoffs.
I'm
That's
telling
all.
you, Durant is gonna ask for a trade pretty soon.
It takes that one team to get hot though too.
Yep.
so
Yep, at the right moment.
Yep.
I know you got. So who mentioned like for them to trade Jalen Brown? That was you who mentioned
Oh,
that.
to OKC, yeah.
Yeah, to OKC. So now talking about trading, breaking up, the Suns. If they don't make any noise this year, I think they should break up this thing. Even though I know they just got Bradley Beal.
Let me
during
guess.
the season.
Durant going back to the Warriors,
I mean that's what they're talking about.
and then Wiggins going back to Toronto. Have all the Canadians up there.
That's what they're talking about.
So
So
they're gonna take
what is it?
SGA too.
Yeah.
Eventually, when his contract is up.
OKC's not letting him go at all. I know that. You can't.
Hey, you want to be in OKC?
No.
There you go.
That's the
true.
struggle. To be
He,
honest, it's
he's
a
gonna get
small
money
market.
regardless anywhere.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the same money. If he goes to a bigger market, he might get what 20, 30,000. I mean 30 million less than OKC. But all the endorsements and
Yep.
everything that he's gonna have is gonna make up twice as much.
Yeah, that's true.
How
If
do,
it
you
goes
stop,
to,
how do you stop that though? Like a small market team can't compete with like some of the larger ones. I mean, New York
You-
and LA are probably
You can't.
the largest, and Miami up there. So
I think they do it. They work this thing out during like when they have those meeting things. That's where they work it out. So I know well, I mean, you guys pick UConn to win tomorrow night, right?
yeah.
What do you guys think about that matchup with ED and that their
ED's
tall dude with UConn?
I think Edie is just the thing about me. I don't think Edie's talented. I think he's just 7'4" and bigger than everyone else on a basketball court. Because if you look at the few games that he played against, like the last two, I feel like I would have loved to see Tennessee win that game.
Tennessee sucks.
You see the smile on Chris' face?
What's his name?
Smiling big time.
Connect. Like that dude's a hooper.
Him? Okay.
He's a-
So and then this is where Tennessee messed up. They only have one guy
Yeah.
who can score.
Connect. That's it.
Exactly. That's just him. The point guard suck. I mean, sometimes he's taking like crazy shot.
Yeah.
And that guy you just mentioned, I know he's going to the NBA.
Maybe.
He's gonna declare for the draft for sure. He's a good shooter. However, when he's off,
The entire team is off.
they're terrible.
Box one. That's all they're gonna have to do. Box one.
I think Edie's just. I mean, yeah, because if you look at the game against Tennessee, he just turned and threw the ball. It's
Yeah.
not like he was even looking at the basket.
it
so-
wasn't
Yeah.
like great post up move.
Yeah,
Just
he does
turn,
not have great
throw,
footwork.
turn,
That
throw.
I can tell you. He does not have that. He's just tall
Yep.
and stronger than everybody else.
I think if he comes into the NBA, he's gonna find out that there are a lot.
Yeah,
of
he gonna
people
struggle.
still-
Yeah.
He's gonna struggle.
So many people that are just as strong. If they're not shorter than him, they're still athletic enough that they can reach that high and just.
I think he'll be like a Taco Fall basically when he comes into the league, where
Go fall.
he just comes into the league, maybe plays a season or two, and then that's it. I don't think there's really room in the league for. He's not like a Wemby who, he can dribble, shoot.
Yeah, he
and-
cannot dribble. He does
Yeah.
not have any of those skills. He cannot shoot or anything like that. He's just like big, getting rebound, second chance point. And
Yep.
that's where a lot of teams struggle with him, you
Yeah.
know?
It's like us going to a playground and going against like elementary school schoolers, where it's just like us being bigger than them and throwing the ball into a basket. That's
Yeah,
what I compare
yeah.
him to.
So, Brian, Chris wants to play your team in a park of his choosing. 5-on-5. You could have a 6-player. What you think about that? Is that something that will interest you?
The team, like your guy.
Your team with Chris' team.
Yeah, I'm down.
What
I
you
mean-
think, Chris?
It seems like
you
it's
down?
something
That's-
you're trying to make. You're trying
okay.
to make it happen.
A friendly game.
Yeah.
Of
Friendly
course,
game.
it's a friendly.
Oh, we could do it like a Mexican game. We could play for $1,000 for $1,200.
I'm not included in money.
Just
just wanna
Please,
play
no
for fun.
bats, no rocks, no sticks.
Don't bring anything. Don't
Nothing.
bring anything in your backpack, please. They need to have those metal detectors.
The metal detector. Yeah, you're gonna have metal detectors outside.
Yeah.
It's just Chris going beep beep
You,
beep
you,
beep.
you,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna put 2 cones and say, "Please walk through here, please."
Yep. Because no, man. Because when people start losing, that's a different ball game.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Hey, tell me about it. When I used to play in Highland Park, you have to duck because you see the rocks flying all over the place, the stakes, the cars, the windows,
Nah, I'm not
everything,
doing that.
everything. And it was for like $500. It wasn't even for a lot.
$500.
Yeah.
People will kill for $100 for $50. So
How do you guys feel though? Is Heyday it? Do you guys feel like coming over to Metuchen for maybe a league, or you guys?
They mentioned another league. Ed says there's another league on Tuesdays, but I don't know what. I really didn't pay attention to where exactly is that
Yeah,
league. But
I
there's
don't know
there's a
either.
lot of leagues, man.
Yeah, there is.
Monroe.
Yep.
Actually,
Monroe is like every day.
Yeah.
But
And-
even Ed was saying we could have started our own league. We could have enough people that
Yeah, easily.
So it's
Showtime has a league now. I think that's
Rutgers Prep, right? It's still there, right?
yeah, it's Rutgers Prep.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's even better than the Premier.
yeah.
Right.
Some of the what's funny is one of the teams that won it there is actually one of the teams that's a Premier. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So they must be that good.
They're 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Um,
But
the-
because that teams that I saw that time, they were good. Remember we went to play?
Yeah, that's just,
They're super good.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, that league is
Muslim, right? It's a Muslim league. There's a lot of guys that look
so
like
that's I think that's slightly different.
there's a different league.
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
because they actually have their own set of folks.
Oh, I
That's
think I know what
just-
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sanel. Sanel knew about it, but I don't know who runs it. But I think Showtime will be slightly different. It's not.
They look like Van Fleet.
Yeah, you're talking about
All
the
of them with the beards and everything.
something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they were like the best players.
And they have
The
jerseys,
shorter,
right?
Yeah, the shorter
Yeah.
guys were like the best players.
Is it a Filipino league or no?
I
There's
was
also-
I was in the Filipino league before, but I don't think you want to go there.
No.
If I was about to get into a fight, I'll never get into no fight. You don't want to go there because
Yeah.
they hurt you, they trip you, they do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
The reason why I was asking because my team, this one kid, he lives by like Branchburg, so he was talking about Heyday. So he was talking about our team going there, but I don't know.
See, I mean, I really want to see like what you like. I know you told before like it's similar in terms of the league, but do you think that it's probably that league is better per se?
The touching?
The touching one.
I would say
So it almost feels like
Because
be
that
honest,
team
like-
that team that beat us was pretty good. They went undefeated the whole way through.
Yeah.
No loss.
it's like so. To be honest, like I'm thinking about Monroe versus Heyday, and I know Monroe is better.
Yeah,
Okay.
Monroe is better
Yeah.
because they
It's
have a lot of D1 players
Yeah.
playing
Okay.
in the same team, college players playing there. Like the one is just totally different than the B, than
Yeah.
the C.
And
Like
So-
even on the C, we were struggling.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were.
Yeah, and they were all big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when we say better, are we talking competition wise, or are we just talking about league and competition?
competition. Yeah,
I would say the league. I would say I'm touching it's a little bit better than Heyday. I feel like it's a younger crowd though. That's the thing. So, and I feel like it's local for guys that like went to like my high school or like other high schools in the area who just want
so
to
they're
keep
all
going.
young, in their
Yeah.
prime. In their prime. Basically.
And then we had this one team, like the team that we struggled against. Their team name was Team Hooters. So they had Hooters jerseys, and it was like really funny. And it reminded me of you guys because
cool.
even in the stands, they had like
Hooters.
the wives. They had Hooters jerseys, like with their.
We need to
last
drain
name.
this league.
That's good. Hey,
They were-
somebody must have worked there.
Yeah,
Somebody must be a supervisor there or something.
It was really
Something.
cool
They're
too.
sponsoring
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course.
They had a LeBron moment. Their point guard was the son of like the team captain, so it was like really cool. So we were like talking mid game. They were pretty good. They were well rounded. That's a team that's been playing together for about 7 years, so you can tell that they had the chemistry.
Oh, of course, of course. They knew each other well.
Yeah, they knew each other well. They said they were going to Hooters right after if we let them win, and that they were going to pay for us. And I was like,
Let me ask this real quick in terms of like for a league, because it's something I've been telling those guys. Do you guys have an all-star week or something like that where they do 3-point contest, dunk contest?
no.
Okay. Is that something you would like to see in the league?
I feel like in a league that'd be nice. I feel like that'd be you take like the highest players with like 3-point or whoever's the good 3-point shooter and put them. I feel like one person from each team would be like ideal.
That's not a bad idea.
I think two from each team.
2.
Yeah, if
Oh
two
well,
guys,
on Heyday because there's not a lot of teams.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
On yours, yeah.
We have like 12, 13 teams,
Yeah.
and even surprisingly, 2 seasons ago I wasn't there, but the individual team that like was a team of free agents actually won the entire thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
crazy.
What are
Team
the
of free
What are the
agents.
chances,
Yep.
right?
They were the 8th seed, and they ended up upsetting the 1 seed, and
Oh,
they
wow.
won the entire thing.
Damn.
Yep.
jeez.
I would like to
The 1
see
seed
that
shouldn't
game.
have been a 1 seed though. Honestly, I don't know what happened or who they played, but
Who they paid or who
No,
they
Played.
well, both actually because it was terrible.
Both.
I was like, oh my god.
That would be nice though. Have the
Yeah.
All Star. Maybe
That
not the
actually is a
dunk
good
contest
question.
because there's not a lot
I
of
mean,
people
not
that
a lot
does.
of people. Yeah, 3-point contest.
Like an
and
all-star game.
skill.
There was
all-star
this
game.
white guy that just joined the league this past season,
hmm
dunking all over the place.
Yeah.
Really?
You would
In
just hear the
mid-game.
scream, yeah. All the women like, yeah.
Mid game.
Yeah, he was
He
done.
was one of the. He was
And
one
he-
of the ones.
I was a
screaming.
part of the one screaming, yeah. Jelly Jam, they blew Jelly Jam out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We have one kid on our team that can dunk. That's it. But he's He's gonna take a layup 9 times out of 10. He's not gonna go up to try to dunk it.
that guy is not gonna take no layup.
Oh.
He's gonna want to dunk.
He's just
Yeah,
he's
in traffic.
tall but skinny.
In
Yeah.
traffic,
So-
he will dunk.
he's athletic.
And he's
Oh,
going
okay.
in traffic.
And
He's
they-
not. It's not like layup.
And they had two guys the
Fast
same
break.
height. They were the same height, but the other one didn't dunk at
Yeah.
all.
The
Twin
other one
Towers
sucked.
down there.
Yeah.
The other one
Twin
sucked.
Towers.
The other one
He didn't know
sucked.
what
He
he was
cannot
doing.
play.
He's still learning. I think that's what it is.
The other one was like Zach Edey.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, he's kind of worse than Zach Edey.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
He
the
just-
other
he
one's
just
like
grabbed
Taco. He looked like Taco. he looks
He looks
just
like
like
Taco, and all he's doing is grabbing rebounds. That's all he does.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need. Someone
Yeah.
to just
Yeah,
grab
you need
those.
somebody. Yep.
How'd you guys do? What would you say your overall performance was? Because I talked to Justin a little bit about your championship game. How do you guys feel like your overall performance was?
Championship game, I would say not good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give us. Honestly, I'll give us an F.
An F.
Yeah.
So you don't think there's any good that you can take out of it though?
I mean, the good thing we could take out of it is the fact that we did not quit.
Okay.
That's the good thing. Because, sometimes, like, when you see, like, the other team starts going,
Yeah.
but that's the good thing I would take out of it. We did not quit. Because sometimes you have teams. But overall, like, I feel like we were not. Because if you watch, mostly you watch the March Madness and you see how the Purdue, the UConn, how they play defense. They
Yep.
don't sit inside the 2-point line and wait for guys. They get out there. I know they don't want people to play press. That's okay. But once they pass half court, we need to be way out there. That's how I would like to play
Okay.
defense.
instead of all the way underneath the
Yeah,
basket.
instead of waiting for the guys to, because by that time the guy catches the ball and then they're shooting.
And they're already set in their offense at that point too.
Exactly, it's the setting screen and all of that.
That can hurt you too, but at the same time, if you start at that high, but everyone communicates and drops back at the same time, then yeah, you can force turnovers or stop them from doing what they have to do. So that's really good.
For the most part, it's pretty much what you're saying is keeping your guys in front of you.
Yeah, basically.
That's right. If you can do that, I mean, I'm not saying people cannot make tough shots because we all play basketball. We make tough shot. People make tough shot on us, But at the same time, if you can make it difficult for somebody, that you can get the result. Because it's 50-50 when somebody, let's say you're shooting, I'm shooting, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
It's either you make it or you miss it.
And I feel like that might be our downfall, which is I'm glad you brought that up because for us, we've only played man this season. We haven't played 2-3, we haven't played 3-2, 2-1-2. So this is something later in the season where if we haven't seen a team and we play them in the playoffs, we don't know how they play and we can't adjust. And so I know like the next few games we talked about, 2-3, 3-2, especially if you're up by a lot or, if you need to change it, you can always just change it 1-2-3. So we're working on like code signals to kind of, just switch out so that we're not just consistently playing man all the time. Because if we get beat in that and we don't have anything else
Exactly.
to go
anybody to cover for you once somebody blow by you,
Yep.
that's a problem.
That's the one good thing though. Playing man, we all have that nice connection where we're all switching, or if we know when to switch, not to switch. So that's the one good thing about that. But zone obviously takes less energy, and I feel like you get more steals that way too.
Yeah, as long as you know how to play.
Yeah.
How do you looking for your season? Very confident. Going all the way?
Confident. These guys want a perfect season. I kind of want to lose a game in a regular season, just so that we can taste adversity a little bit.
It's always best.
Yeah.
Sometimes that way you know how to adjust and be ready for the next.
Yeah. So I rather just. If it doesn't happen, I'm cool with it too because everyone on this team, no one's selfish. We sub in and out. We have no problems with subbing. The backup point guard that comes in, he knows at like the 5-6 minute mark, I'll go out, he'll come in for me. And once he comes in, all 3 games that we've played, for some reason, we go on a 6 or 8-0 run, and then the other team calls a timeout. So it's just a different shift of energy where we're just putting in more scorers and more ball handlers that can get to the basket and create open looks. So I feel like this season we're confident. I feel like we can go all the way. We're going to be our own enemy, though, at the end of the day.
Did you go to the Hooters with us when we won up in Somerset? Were you playing with us when we went to Somerset? The only time that they made us go to that ugly gym?
No, the only time we went to an ugly gym was that South Plainfield one.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, so we
I
went.
had the same floor as what?
As
No, it's
Metuchen.
worse than Metuchen. Metuchen's better.
the same like blocky thing. I don't even know what the hell you call that crap.
I don't know. Metuchen the floor just feels nice. After a game, I feel like I can play 5 more.
Really? Oh, man.
So these guys were like, "Yo, we got to go to Hooters." I was like, "I never gone to Hooters," and you're gonna love the girls and the tight shorts and all this and that. We go over there. Chris, did you go with us? Well, you're the one trying to convince us to go there.
I did not even go. I did not even go.
Oh,
with
you did, right?
I think I might have.
Chris, are you sure?
No,
we
I
weren't the
didn't go.
one.
I did not go.
You know what?
I did not
Chris, just stop lying. It's all right.
Your wife doesn't listen to the podcast, right? But we go over there, bro.
You see, the thing is,
go
the
ahead.
thing is, if my wife is with me, how exactly I'm gonna go?
Yeah,
see?
you just
No,
said-
because
the dilemma right
she was
there?
not there. She was not there.
Take care of Isaac. You told her to take care of Isaac. You like hanging out with.
We go over there, and there was like a 80-year-old woman waitress.
Really?
Saggy,
what was she wearing?
Saggy butt. and I was mad as hell. And this is what you guys brought me to see.
Oh wow!
Do you remember that, Raj?
Yeah, I mean,
Yo,
just the way Chris
oh,
likes it.
that was my first experience of Hooters.
That's bad.
That was
So
my
I
first.
made you have your first experience.
Oh, it might have been Raj. I don't know because I don't know. It was
It's
this.
been so
It was
long,
this
yeah.
I
old
know
ass
who that
woman.
was.
Right next to Somerset.
Yeah,
That-
Yeah,
right
that
down
exactly.
the
By
street.
the
hotel. The hotel.
Yeah, it's
By the
from-
hotel,
Oh.
the Ramada,
Yeah.
It's
whatever
on
the
like
name is.
Cotton something road. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, and the food wasn't even that good. Then
had
it
that
was more.
once.
It was more twice expensive as Applebee's.
Wow.
And then what I had to endure for
Raj,
like
bad
35 minutes.
Bad pickup, Raj.
Yeah, I was there once. And
But that's his taste. That's Raj's taste.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is what I
well-
like, man.
you gotta stop saying that it wasn't your idea. Just let it be.
Okay, so that was our idea. So let's just agree on that.
next time, just go to East Brunswick.
East Brunswick.
You guys will have a better time at East Brunswick going on 18.
Right on 18.
Yeah, you guys have a better experience
So
there.
now,
There you go. He has coupons and everything. If we want to go, we have discounts and
so
everything.
now
No, I
this is
did
your
get
idea
discount.
since you bring it up.
It's his idea. He's
No,
inviting
because
us.
you trying to find a better spot. So that's your idea.
I'm okay with
All right,
Applebee's.
so
No.
Applebee's or Hooters.
So
now
Hooters.
Wait,
Like
wait.
Hooters and East Brunswick,
So
you said.
yeah, so long story short, I was there about like 3 weeks ago, and I forgot what was going on. A game was going on, and I think it was Clemson and whoever they knocked out, but they upset. I think Baylor. And
Baylor- Oh yeah.
so I was watching a game, and our waitress was just like weird. So she's like, "Hey, so you guys come here all the time to watch a game?" And I'm like, "Well, it depends on like what's going on." And so long story short, she's like laughing, and so my friend and I are looking at each other like, "What's going on?" And so she's like, "Oh, so this is just my personality, guys." And so her the other waitress comes over, and she's like, "Guys, like she's weird, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take like 15% off of your bill, and then like she's not gonna be here anymore." So we literally got like 15% off of our
get
bill.
out.
Or
geez.
was she high or what?
I don't know what it was, but it was like you would think she had like 3 or 4 drinks, and she didn't try anything with us, but it was still like it was just weird.
Damn.
And the other waitress was like actually like she was a lot better. She was calmer. She was like, you know.
And that's what he wants you to go and
Well,
see.
Raj likes the freaky one, so that would have been
That would've been
you
good
know
for
what?
Raj,
Whoa,
yeah.
hey, yo,
Raj
hey.
and Jake. And Jake likes those freaky ones as well.
Where's Jake?
Jake, he has doing
He's
a
probably over there right now.
pedicure,
okay.
manicure. He said he has
He's getting
his
the Brazilian
hasn't
butt
dried
lift.
up yet, and I don't know what the heck.
He's getting the Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, there you go.
okay.
He knows more than us.
Yeah, there you go.
He knows more than us. Hey, Brian, thank you for coming. We really enjoyed this chat. We got to do it again, bro.
Of course. I appreciate you guys having me. And then hopefully soon, we can, in a league, either play
Have a
with each
friendly,
other
doesn't
or,
matter.
play against each other and just,
Have fun.
have fun. And,
Yep. Yeah.
Good chat.
You have a coach, by the way?
That's
kind
his
of.
point.
Better,
actually.
better than Raj?
Basically,
point.
my point guard. He's like,
Point guard.
he's our coach, but we have this other guy.
Player
who,
coach.
Yeah, he's our player coach. But then we have another guy who, he's coming Monday for the first time, I think, to like coach us, to check us out, see how we're doing.
Nice.
He's like the true OG. So
Get ready, Raj. Get
Oh,
ready.
this-
You're gonna meet your savior right there.
My savior.
he just
Maybe
doesn't have a
I'll-
clipboard, so he's not
Oh,
gonna get teed up or
damn.
anything.
And he's got a tablet.
You got a tablet?
No, all we get from him is yelling, screaming,
Hey,
nothing else.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about the championship game in about a week.
All right, no problem.
In about a week, in 2
Make
weeks.
sure
No, it's 2
everybody,
weeks.
make sure
It's in 2
everybody's
weeks,
here.
okay.
2 weeks we get together. Let's see how the season is going because we're gonna be 2 games in.
And
Yeah.
then if you guys want like a little preview of what we look like, you guys can go on YouTube.
All right.
Okay.
It's on not mine. I think Sanel recorded it, so it's on like HP Ballerz page.
Okay.
And it was like our week 1, so
All right. Yeah.
it
I'll
was
take
our
a
week
look
1
at it.
against them, and so
Definitely
Yeah.
look at it.
Tell him I'll send him more notes so he could copy everything else that I'm doing. just tell him that. I'll give him more ideas.
HP Ballerz podcast soon.
There you
Oh,
go.
they have one?
No.
I'll tell him. I'll send him all the equipment, all the stuff that he needs to get.
Hey, imagine like heyday HP Ballerz Jersey Ballerz championship game. I think that would be like, I think we'll need like 6 referees.
It's like
Make it 4 quarters instead of 2 halves.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
press. You allowed to press all over the place. We need like standard basketball rules.
Gonna
Rules.
need a coach too, so both coaches can get out the box, everything.
Yeah. There you go. Look, he's dreaming already.
Yeah.
He's dreaming. He's already.
I know how they will do it based on what he just said. Just like the women, 10, 10, 10, 4, 10. So, and coaches, you need to stay in your back. Like if you out, tech. That's it.
You heard that, Raj. All right.
Oh man, look, if the refs are horrible, the coach is gonna come out, man.
I think we should put it on like a billboard or like pay for it to be on the news one day. Like HP Ballerz, Jersey Ballers, boom.
Hey, there was
ESPN will come
there was a
down.
lot of crowd actually. The championship. There was
Oh, really?
there was a
Yeah,
lot of people.
a lot of people there.
There was a lot of people.
ESPN is coming down.
Yeah, it'll be like what's the movie with Adam Sandler? Where's like the guards versus
Oh, the prison guards, right?
yeah, it'll be something like
Oh,
that.
football.
Yeah, it was a football movie. The Longest Yard.
Longest
Longest
yard.
yard.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was-
The renewed version because
Yeah.
there was a older one.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually.
yeah.
They do a lot of those. Like
Yeah,
that.
they do.
Yeah, they do a lot of those. But all right, guys. Anything else that you want to add?
Go Purdue.
Go UConn, man. Come on.
Yeah,
just
go
stop
UConn.
it.
Even though UConn is
Stop.
in the same conference than I,
What?
forget about them.
Forget about them.
No.
The coach brought him up two years in a row.
Oh,
That's
funny thing,
actually
the
solid.
coach is from Seton Hall. That's a funny thing.
He's from Jersey, man.
Yeah, he played at Seton Hall.
City Hall. And also, what's his St. Anne's.
Do you
Jersey
see
City,
what I
baby.
got to deal with this?
Yeah.
Deal with these suckers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's Rutgers all the way.
All right, guys. See you in 2 weeks. Peace.